Hello friends, our present video is all about the concept of differentiation. If we have a function like this, say y equals to x square. Here, this equation has two variables, one is x and second is y. If we assign various values, suppose x1 to x1 and x1 equals to 1, the corresponding value of y1 will be equals to 1 square and it will be 1. Similarly, if we give the value of x2 and x2 equals to 2 in this equation, y will assume the value of y2, let it be, it is 2 square and it will become 4. That means there is a finite change. There is a finite change in x. That finite change in x is equal to x2 minus x1 and it will be 2 minus 1 equals to 1. Similarly, a finite change in y, finite change in y will be equals to y2 minus y1 and that will be equal to this 4 minus at y1 it was 1 and it will be 3. This finite change in x is denoted by delta x and the corresponding finite change in y is denoted by delta y. That means here y is dependent on x is independent variable because we went on giving the values to x, and y assumes the values in accordance with the values we assign to x. That is, y is called the dependent variable. Now here is a finite change in y, finite change in y when there was a finite change in x. So we denoted this, the change in y with the corresponding change in x, it is denoted by delta y by delta x, and here it will be equal to delta y, we know it is 3, and delta x, it is 1. That is delta y by delta x is 3 divided by 1. Now, if x changes from x1 to 1, x changes from 1 to x2 equals to 1.0000 and so on, 0, 1. What is the difference between x2 and x1? Here, change in x which was x2 minus x1, it is infinitely small. It is infinitely small. When the change in x is infinitely small, in this case, this delta x is denoted by dx. Whenever there is dx, it means infinitely very small change in x. And in this case, the change in y, that will also be very small. It will be denoted by dy. Now, change in y when there is an infinitely small change in x will be denoted by dy divided by dx. But we have to remember that this change in x is infinitely very small, so it is actually delta y divided by delta x, and to this, when delta x is infinitely very small, we say it limit delta x tends to 0. That means whenever change in x is infinitely very small, then delta y by delta x can be represented by dy by dx. This dy by dx is called differentiation. It is called differentiation of y with respect to x. That was all about the differentiation we do in mathematics. Similar principles apply to the differentiation in physics also. Follow us in our next videos. We will come with some of the methods and some of the rules in the differentiation in the next video. Stay connected. Subscribe our channel, Bashir Gojri. Thank you.